Today is Thursday. It's April 24th, 2K14. Thank you for being with us. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Bess. Good morning.
Thank you for being with us. Hope you're doing well on this day before whatever the next day is.
The next day will be Friday.
Oh boy, I can't wait for that
one of our favorite days of the week.
I love it. Thank you very much. Glad you're with us. Who's on today's program?
Today, I believe we have Shaunne Moore. She is here with Veteran Services. We also have Sherry Archibald, of course, president over at the or director over at the Paramount Theater.
And owner and chief cook and bottle washer.
She probably feels that way.
I know, just kidding around. But no, Sherry does a great job at the Paramount.
She does a wonderful job.
You know, the Paramount's a true gem.
I totally agree.
The city of Goldsboro and the county of Wayne. It's an absolute, it's a wonderful venue. People, in fact, from outside the county actually try to get in to use it because it is such a marvelous place.
People from other counties are always coming here wanting to rent the Paramount and have their performances there. It is a fine facility and it's extremely diverse in the different events that are taking place there.
Yes, it is. You find all sorts of entertainment, activities, everything.
Yes, you do.
Well, I want to mention the spring book sale again one more time. Spring book sale coming up at the Wayne County Public Library. The Friends of the Library is sponsoring this. The Friends of the Library will have their private sale on the 24th at 5 p.m., 24th of April. Why, that's today.
Yes, it is.
5 p.m.
Yes, it is.
5 o'clock tonight. The Friends of the Library can all meet and buy their books at a discounted price, nothing over $5 at the Wayne County Public Library.
You can always tell when they're having it.
Why?
When you drive by, there's table after table after table on the front lawn of the library, right there, of course, on Ash Street, and books piled everywhere.
Everywhere. There's thousands of items, nothing over $5. Now, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock and Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, the sale will be open to the public. Anybody and everybody is invited to attend. Bring your wallet, buy lots of books, and help support the Wayne County Public Library and the Friends of the Library as well.
And that doesn't mean the books are all $5.
Oh,
it just means up to $5.
Yeah, nothing over $5.
That's
up
right.
to $5 is all it's going to cost you. And some of these are, I mean, these are library books, and these are major books. Many of these books cost $30, $40, $50, $60 and up dollars.
You've got softback books, hardback books. You've got a combination of everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Anyway, that's going on this weekend, beginning tonight with the Friends of the Library.
Well, Wayne, I found out who the first two acts are for Center Street Jams this year.
Okay.
On May 15th, the very first season and evening of Center Street Jams is Spare Change. That's
really?
what I thought it was.
Okay.
You know, you and I talked about it a while back, but it's Spare
yesterday.
Change on May 15th. That will be the opening group. Of course, it will have a new location. It'll be in the parking lot of John Street, which is behind the Flying Shamrock. 2 Thursday nights after that, on May 29th, it's the Blake Kearney Band, local guy. He plays all around. Oh yeah, he's a younger guy, and he has a really good group, and he has a huge following. So they're using some local acts. They're using some acts from around the county and also outside the county and all across the state.
All right, there you go.
Yes, moving on.
Okay, we have a tractor sale here coming up. Antique Farm Equipment Days begin on May 2nd and 3rd. This is at the Wayne Regional Agricultural Fairgrounds. Oh boy. If you like old tractors, old farm machinery, and that sort of thing, it's going to be going on May 2nd and 3rd at the fairgrounds, sponsored by the Eastern Carolina Vintage Farm Equipment Club. May 3rd will be the date of the consignment auction. Tugwell and Auction and Realty is the sellers. But anyway, everything starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Anyway, admission is free. It's absolutely free of charge. Go and just watch and have a good time and enjoy all the equipment and all that. May 2nd and 3rd at the fairgrounds. Okay?
Also on May 2nd, which is a Friday, at 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at Lane Tree Golf Course. In the conference center, they will be holding an Eggs and Issues breakfast. This will be sponsored by Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
You'll have your state legislators there. Let me tell you who they are.
Who are they?
You have Senator Don Davis.
That's right.
Senator Lewis Pate.
Oh, yes.
House Representative Jimmy Dixon.
Go get them.
House Representative John Bell.
All right.
And House Representative Larry Bell.
All right.
They will all be there to answer questions and to conversate with you about things that will be happening coming up this year in the short term of our General Assembly. If you are interested in participating, register either online at WayneCountyChamber.com or you can give them a call at You probably know that number off the top of your head.
What, the chamber?
Yep.
Oh, that's 919-734-2241. 734-2241.
That's Friday, May 2nd.
That's right. You know, and we have in our legislature, these guys right here, these are all knowledgeable people. If you want to know what's going on in your neighborhood, they can tell you. These guys, all these guys, they're very knowledgeable and they're great people just to sit down and talk to.
That's exactly
I
right.
highly recommend you going to this thing.
May 2nd. Now stay with us for now. Let's go to our interview.
Today we're talking with Shaunne Moore of the Veteran Services Office here in Wayne County. Now you're at 2001 East Ash Street.
Correct.
And that is in the old Nash Printing Building, right?
Correct.
Very good. Now the Veteran Services Office is doing a fine job here in Wayne County.
Well, I thank you.
Well, that you are. And you've been the director of that particular office for how long now, Shaunne?
Actually, next month will make 7 years.
Wow, okay. Well, that's wonderful. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. There's a lot of things going on. What's going on?
The biggest thing right now is our Memorial Day service.
Right, that's coming up the end of May.
Yes, the Wayne County Veterans and Patriots Coalition, they are preparing for the Veterans Day. Well, actually, it's more like a Veterans Day weekend because there are different things that are planned.
Great.
The 24th is when we go and put the flags down at the different cemeteries.
Right.
If you are interested in coming out and putting down flags, we meet at the American Legion Post out on Highway 117.
That's just below the fairgrounds, just
Correct.
south of the fairgrounds.
And we distribute the flags according to the cemeteries, and we just spread out amongst the cemeteries. And with most of the markers, they are designated whether or not the person was in the military. You just put down a flag, and it's great exercise.
And yeah, and those are the people that will get the flags. Those
Correct.
The markers are already designated as to who gets a flag.
Correct.
So the flags will be handed out and dispersed as everyone meets at the American Legion Hut on Highway 117 South, and that's the last Saturday of the month.
Correct. It's the 24th.
24th, and the American Legion Hut is on Highway 117 South. You take 117, cross the river, go down south of the fairgrounds, and it's on your immediate left as you go south.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. And we're asking if you come early. About 8 o'clock, we're also serving breakfast.
Oh.
So you can get your sausage biscuit and a donut and a cup of coffee before you go.
Excellent. Excellent. That's great. Now, I hope you just have a parking lot full of people willing and wanting to help.
Yes, I'm hoping so also, because it makes it a lot easier, because we have some pretty sizable cemeteries here in Wayne County.
Yeah.
And because it is a military town, that means we have a lot of military, unfortunately, in those cemeteries. So the more help we can get, it's a good experience just to be able to come out, because we have people from everywhere, from Seymour Johnson, the different Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It's just a time to fellowship and to remember those who served.
Now, the Memorial Day, I presume, will be observed the following Monday.
Correct.
Which will be the 27th. 27th, right?
Correct.
Okay. May 27th.
No, actually it's the 26th.
I meant to say the 26th.
Because the 24th is on that Saturday.
That's right. 24th, 25th, 26th.
Yes.
All right. 26th. Now, and then what else is going on with the Memorial Day weekend?
Well, nothing so much as far as the service itself. I do know that the American Legion, as an organization, they have what they call Post Everlasting, where they basically remember those that were in the American Legion that have passed on for that previous year.
And I'm sure there will be others at churches and
Correct.
Other places, organizations in the county that will be observing Memorial Day weekend.
Right.
All right. So what else is new with you at the Veteran Services Office? I know things are have kind of calmed down a little bit for you now.
Well, yeah. There's nothing in particular that's new going on with us right at this moment. So we're just trying to keep up with everyone that's coming in.
Good luck with that. I know that's really a job, though, isn't it?
That it is.
So that now military folks, they know what to do and what happens. But now, what about in the civilian world? Let's enlighten the civilian world a little bit. When someone separates or when they leave the service, what do? They don't just walk out the door.
Well,
what do they do? They have to file papers. They have to do the DD 214. Tell me about.
They go through a number of briefings that kind of eases them back into society, you know, because a lot of the jobs in the military, it's hard to try to translate that on a resume in order to get a civilian job.
Yes.
So you learn how to translate your job into a civilian job. With your DD-214, that's something that is basically the short form of your military career. So that's already there. It's just a matter of receiving that once you get out. You get a physical, or at least you should have a physical when you get ready to get out. And with that physical, it makes it much easier when you get ready to file a claim with the VA for disability, because they've already established what issues that you've had during your military career.
All right. Okay, so they actually go through debriefing,
Correct.
if you will, and before they leave. So they leave and they can enter back into the civilian world, which is not always easy for people.
No.
It's very difficult because it's different.
It is. The biggest thing is employment, but of course that's kind of a problem for everyone. But not only that, the military has its own language, you know. Discipline in the workplace is a lot different in the military than it is in the civilian world. So there's a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, yeah. This can be quite a strain on our military personnel as they separate from service and then return to civilian life. It can be a big strain, particularly if they have family. It can be a strain on the family. So where do people go for help if they're having trouble with that sort of thing? Does your office handle any of those? Any of that?
Unfortunately, because we don't have like someone who is trained to, I guess, counsel, we don't have anyone there.
But you can help point them in the right direction.
Normally the vet center, which is the closest one, is in Greenville, but they do assist with counseling and trying to better get the military person more accustomed to the civilian world. And with that, they also, if they have any other kind of issues such as PTSD or any other mental issues, they can also help with that because they're trained for that also.
I'm glad you mentioned that. We hear more in the news now about military folks who are having difficulty experiencing PTSD. They're having mental issues and that sort of thing. Your office can help point them in the right direction, whether it's to their own physician,
Correct.
to perhaps even Cherry Hospital is willing to help. The vet center.
Well, we wouldn't go as far as Cherry Hospital because that would be more for commitment. Usually they just need some type of counseling because they don't realize that what they're going through are the symptoms of PTSD.
Glad you put it that way. They're not aware of what's happening.
Right.
They're confused.
It's kind of like they're too close to the situation to really see what's going on.
There's a lot of stress.
So usually I would direct them to the VA Medical Center simply because it's something that they're eligible for, and because like I said, a lot of times they have trouble finding employment as soon as they get out, and this would be free to them. So I direct them to the VA Medical Center to at least get them started. I mean, if they later feel comfortable with a private physician, then you know that's totally up to them. But the thing is just to find them help.
You know, I've had the head of the psychology department from Cherry in here, and we talked about PTSD, and this is something that a lot of people just want to kind of shove under the rug. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to face it.
Exactly.
But it's so important now. You have to face this. And a lot of people, as you say, they're not even aware they have this situation, this problem.
Exactly.
If their family members are aware of a change in their actions or a change in their attitudes, a change in their mindset, they may need some help. And it's better to get help if you don't need it than not to get help if you really do need the help.
This is correct. And we have tried. Unfortunately, we don't have anything here for the spouses because oftentimes the spouses or family members are the ones who notice it first.
Yes.
Because they know the person before they left, and then when they come back, they notice that difference. Right. But not only do the individual military person need assistance with trying to acclimate themselves, but the family members do, because once these changes have occurred, it's not like overnight they're going to snap back to the person that they were.
That's right.
So I have been trying to get counseling or a counselor here and to come to the area that would talk to the family members, to let them know that, you know, there's just certain things that your family member now is not going to be the same. They're not going to do this anymore. They're not going to be this person anymore, and how to deal with it when they have, you know, outbursts of any sort, or you know, how not to make the situation worse. Yeah. Because oftentimes I've had family members that say, well, I just want to know what happened. They won't talk to me and tell me.
Well, and that's understandable, because they're not aware most of the time that they even have a problem, or they won't admit it.
Well, but the thing is, even if they don't know that they have the problem, if they say, I don't want to talk about it, the family member should leave it alone. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're trained and capable of dealing with everything that comes along with them explaining to you what happened while they were there.
Leave it alone.
Just leave it alone.
Drop it. Leave it alone. You said you had been trying to get counselors in this area. That would be wonderful if we could get a counselor here for the family or for the veteran.
Because we have someone who comes to Goldsboro from the Vet Center for the veterans, but we had someone who was coming for the spouses at one point in time, but there wasn't enough participation for them to continue having that program. But I would like to have that happen.
I almost bet you there's more participation now than there ever has been.
There probably is.
It would be my feeling about it. So now the counselor that is coming to visit for the veteran, is he at the clinic here?
No, he comes from the Vet Center.
He comes from the Vet Center.
In Greensboro.
In Greenville. Okay. I want to get a map. Let's set a map up here. But and he's able to help the veterans.
Correct.
Successfully, I hope. I'm sure he is if he's a trained counselor. Can the clinic here do anything at all, even if it's only temporary?
That I don't know. Simply because that is a federal organization. The clinic is just what you think of when you think of a clinic. Right. I mean, they don't. If it's anything past, you know, a regular visit, checkup kind of thing, then you would still have to go to Fayetteville. Right. So I'm quite sure in Fayetteville there are probably some type of programs that they could have, but at the clinic level, I don't think that they're going to have anything of that nature.
And they're doing a great job here with the clinic. It's a clinic. They diagnose and they do checkups. I
Correct.
Imagine. Okay, that sort of thing. No, they don't do any surgery here.
No.
So you see a surgeon doctor walking around with a knife.
You run.
You run. Just kidding, Doc. But, okay, so the main thing is, if you have a spouse or a family member you see is having difficulty after having left the recently, or in fact, not recently, this could be delayed, couldn't it?
Correct, because still my largest population of veterans are the Vietnam veterans. Right. There are Vietnam veterans that are just realizing after 2 and 3 marriages and, you know, a life that's drastically changed, that this is why my life has changed.
Now that started in the mid and late 60s for the U.S. and went on into the late 70s.
Mid-70s.
Mid-75, yeah. Well, they're, okay, mid-70s. But anyway, regardless of all that, the idea is if you know of someone who may need help, help is available. At least you can get them started.
Correct.
Point them in the right direction. Call Shawn. Shawn, what is that phone number?
It's 919-731-1490.
731-1490. 731-1490. And what else do you do at your Veteran Services Office? You can help with forms?
Correct.
Okay.
Pretty much any application that you need to have filled out that goes to the regional office or to the VA, we can assist with, except for education benefits for the veteran.
Really?
Yes.
You cannot help with veterans' education benefits?
Nope. Actually, that application is online.
Oh.
It has to be submitted online. And then from there, you would go to the financial aid department of whatever school you're going to attend, and there should be a veterans representative there.
Oh, okay.
And they will handle everything else from
All
there.
right, that's not as bad as I thought. Okay. I was going to say, look here now. Hey, 731-1490, 731-1490. Shawn is the director of the Veteran Services Office here in Wayne County at 2001 East Ash Street. Go by and see her and just say hi. Okay?
And I would like to say that if there are any wives or close family members of veterans who are noticing these changes, because oftentimes the veteran won't listen at first, they are in denial. But if they would like to see a counselor come in for the spouses and family members, if they will email me, I think you're going to put my email address up later.
Put your email up later. Yeah, your email address up here in a minute.
Okay. And if they would do that, because the more people that I have showing interest, the easier it is for me to then kind of convince them to say, hey, we need this.
Just for information, let's go ahead and give that email out now.
Okay.
All right, what is that email address?
It's Veteran Services, VETERANSERVICES.
All right, no S on the end of veterans there.
Right.
Veteran Services
at WayneGov.com.
at WayneGov.com. Veteran Services at WayneGov.com.
Yes.
Shawn Moore, thank you very much for being with us. Some great information.
You're welcome.
And I'll see you on Memorial Day.
Yes.
Joining me in the studio today is Sherry Archibald, a very familiar face. She's the director of the Paramount Theater. Let's find out what's happening in the month of May. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning, Kim.
I'm so glad to have you, always am.
Thank you. Good to be here. May is pretty busy as well. We've been February, March, and April almost every day booked.
I was going to say, I know April was fantastically crazy,
absolutely.
wonderful.
So May is traditionally kind of the dance month.
Yes.
So we do have quite a few dance. I want to share those coming up. But starting off in May, though, we have a wonderful musical we're excited about. Center Stage Theater, it's their finale for their series. And it's going to be Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, that's a fantastic show.
So it's going to be fun. A lot of fun, and I'm excited about it too. May the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. If you've been to a Center Stage Theater production lately, you know that the set sometimes is so amazing. You just get pretty excited about seeing it. And I know that it will be true to form this time as well.
And that's such a colorful show anyway that I can only imagine what their creative minds will do.
Should be a lot of fun.
Great music. Oh.
We're going to have some interviews also that I know that you'll be able to plug into so that we
absolutely.
can see and hear from some of those that are going to be part of the production.
For sure. That's always exciting. Now, how can folks get tickets to that show?
Well, all of their tickets will be sold through the Paramount box office, so they can go online at goldsboroparamount.com or come to the office, come to the theater and see us. We'll be glad to process them during the week from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. We are usually closed from 12 to 1, and sometimes we have folks to call and say, I got to get there at my lunch at 12:15. Not a big deal at all. We'll be glad to stay and accommodate your schedule if you call us.
Perfect. There you go. What happens right after Joseph?
Right after that, we start kicking into all of those dance recitals. And the
boy.
next weekend, on the 10th, we have the Arts Company out of Faison. They have their dance recital.
Nice that they're coming to Goldsboro.
Oh, they do every year.
That's great.
They typically use us as well, and they're wonderful to work with. And they have such a variety. They have visual arts. They have a little bit of everything. So
Interesting.
dance certainly will be on the stage, but they'll have so much more. The next weekend, on the 18th of May, is Goldsboro Ballet's recital.
Oh, they're always beautiful.
They do a great job, and it's a nice time for them to show off to parents and family what they've been preparing for all year long. And we see them so much. They utilize the theater 4 to 5 times a year for productions.
My goodness, they really do that many.
Yes, they do. So between auditions and recitals and spring performances and fall performances, they use us a lot. So we love having them. Then on the 24th of May, we have Desiree Autry's Academy of Performing Arts.
Oh, yes. Now, she has studios in both Goldsboro and Mount Olive, correct?
She does. And so we look forward to having her back again. She was just there for the pickle pageant, too. Then toward the end of May, we have a couple of productions I wanted to share with you. One, this is their 3rd year doing it. It's Memorial Day weekend, and you know that it is a hopping place around here, Memorial Day weekend.
Sure.
And so this is the 3rd year. We have a gentleman who is running the theater, brings great performers. Nicholas Cole is one of them.
Oh, and one of our locals.
Yes,
Great.
Absolutely. And it is on Sunday the 25th. It's the third annual jazz event. Tickets are available at the Paramount for that event as well. And then on the 26th, for the first time, we are going to have the Wayne County Memorial Day service. And it's at 11 a.m. on Memorial Day. It will be about an hour. But it is just this is the Veterans Association putting it together. And so it's a wonderful time to be able to pay tribute to our veterans. So
and anyone is invited to that?
It is open and free to the public. So
that's
yes,
great. Okay,
11
so
a.m.
at the Paramount, actually on Memorial Day, 11 a.m. Great.
Absolutely. And then on the 31st, we're back to dance again. So we have Miss Robbins. Miss Robbins
Mount
Dance
Olive.
Group from Mount Olive. She will be there on the 31st and the 1st.
You know, Sherry, it's so interesting and so neat to me that people from all over our county and our community continue to use the Paramount Theater and really love it. They feel like it's their home. And then we've also got so many folks from surrounding counties that also come right here in Goldsboro and use the beautiful Paramount Theater.
They do, and come and watch and see such great productions.
Such a variety is what makes it.
And it's adding to the quality of life. I was going to share with you that I received a phone call yesterday from a lady who was calling to get tickets for Dance for Christ, actually. And she said she has 4 children and she wanted to bring them. And she went on to tell me that she had just moved into the city, lived out in the county previously. And she said, we moved into the city because I wanted to be closer, and I wanted my children to be able to be participating in these quality of life events.
Oh, wow.
And obviously you don't have to live in the city to do that, but she wanted to be able to contribute to that. She wanted it to be her own, and so that was just something that was just unexpected and really exciting to hear.
Yeah, it's always nice to hear those type things because we do have so much to offer. And the one thing that when people ask me about the Paramount Theater, that I continually tell them is it's such a wide variety. It's very diverse in what you will see there. There's something for everybody, young, old, everyone. You can go on the calendar right there on your website.
Yes.
That's Paramount, Goldsboro Paramount.com.
You got it.
And the calendar shows you everything, the time it starts. It gives you a little synopsis of what each thing is. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in.
You can, and the great thing, we've been making some changes through our IT department with that calendar and with that website, and so now you can go on and like what you see.
Right.
You can go straight to an artist page, so
That's
you can
what I was
learn
gonna
more
say.
about that artist.
Hear more about them. You can sometimes even hear a little YouTube video.
Yes, you absolutely can.
That's great.
And that reminds me too, I'm excited. The next time I am here, we're going to be ready to go to talk about our next series. I haven't
got all that together?
Yeah, well, about 95%. We're still in negotiations on a few contracts, but I'm so excited to share that with you. It's bigger and better than ever.
It always is.
So it will be wonderful starting this fall.
You never cease to amaze me. I'm always excited about what you guys have there and continually looking forward for new acts, bringing new and different things in. And you know what? We're just blessed to have the Paramount and somebody like you, honestly, Sherry, that is always forward thinking.
Thank
and
you.
looking for new and different and such a variety.
Well, what I'm really excited about this new series is we are working on bringing some big acts that I know that as soon as you say the name, folks are going to recognize. And we want to be able to see, okay, we're going to bring a variety of things. There's some wonderful talent that you may not recognize a name, but I want you to come and see that it is really just amazing, vibrant performers.
Right.
That's one of the things that I love. People will come and say, well, I really did not expect this when I came. And it happens every time.
I'm sure.
And so when they leave, I'm saying, okay, well, expect it next time and come and see. But we want to throw in some of those performers that people are going to recognize the name and know this is what they're going to get when they come.
Yeah.
So we're looking to do that, and I can't wait to announce that.
Exciting. Oh, that's all be coming up soon. Well, thank you for coming in today. And I know you said you'll have some interviews coming up soon where you'll actually be interviewing some of the performers that'll be in these upcoming shows, and we'll look forward to that.
Look forward to telling you more about it.
All right, there you go. That's what's happening right here in Goldsboro, downtown at the Paramount Theater.
We're back. That was good.
Yes, it was. We are back.
Okay. You know, a few days ago we had Pierre Tarrant in with us talking to us about brain injury and how important it is and how anyone and everyone is susceptible to brain injury. It's a serious matter.
And we're very lucky and blessed to have Renew Life right
Yes,
here
we
in
are.
our community.
We are, and Pierre, of course, is with Renew Life, and she's telling us about, she's going to be the speaker at the Mental Health Association's next Lunch and Learn seminar that will be held on the 29th of April, 29th, that's next week.
You're right.
She is the Public and Clinical Relations of Renew Life. She'll be conducting this presentation on the 29th in the multipurpose room at Wages at the next Mental Health Association of Wayne County meeting. Now, Wages, as you know, is in the 600 block of Royal Avenue. Okay, and this will begin at noon. Lunch is available for this event. If you would like lunch, it's only $5. If you don't want lunch, you don't have to pay the $5. Just go to the meeting.
But they do want you to register either way, right?
They do want you to register no later than Monday, the 28th. Okay, I think
This coming Monday.
Yeah, this coming Monday, the 28th. And if you have any questions about that, you can call the Mental Health Association, leave a message. They will call you back. Call them at 734-3530, 919-734-3530. Okay, that's going to be a great program.
Yes, it is. You feel like singing? You need a mic? Tonight is open mic night at the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Did
I scare you? I'm not a singer either.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
sing.
So I won't be performing,
Yeah.
but any of you in the community that are interested, you can go to open mic night tonight at 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's
Arts
tonight?
Council of Wayne County tonight.
Oh, boy.
It certainly is.
So what do you do?
Well, you let them know. They would prefer you call them ahead of time and let them know you'd like to perform, but you don't have to. You can sing before an audience. You can recite a poem. You can do whatever your talent may be in front of the microphone and a crowd of folks. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there you go. That's Wayne's talent.
That was a poem.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Never heard that one.
I just read it.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Tonight, 7 o'clock. And tomorrow night, they have the Wayne County Jazz Showcase.
Oh, boy.
It will also be at the Arts Council from 7 to 9:30. Enjoy jazz performances of area local jazz talent. You can go to artsinwayne.org to find out who the performers actually are. Tickets are $10 for that. You can find out more right there on their website or give them a call.
Outstanding.
How about that?
Hey, what else do we have going on here?
Lots and lots.
Out at the Senior Center, they have a gift shop. And while you're doing your spring cleaning this year, hey, why not donate something to the gift shop rather than whatever? But don't don't give them. They don't need any clothes. They don't need anything like that. They don't want any broken items. Give them something that they can resell to help support the Senior Center. So call Aaron at 919-705-1785, 705-1785, and let her know that you have some things that you'd like to donate to the Senior Center, and then take them over there to her. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Center Stage Theater is putting on a new production.
Okay.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Okay.
It'll all be taking place on May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Paramount Theater. If you are interested in watching this production put on by local performers, you can go to GoldsboroParamount.com, find out ticket prices, exact times, and you can actually purchase your ticket online.
Oh, you can?
You certainly
Well,
can.
how nice is
How about that?
That is nice.
Coming up soon.
Coming up soon at a city
Theater
near
near you.
Yeah, theater near you. That's right. We got to go right now.
Yes, we
We'll be
do.
back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's being Friday, of course, and I hope you're able to join us then.
That's right. Happy Thursday.
Happy everything, yes. And join us again tomorrow. We'll be right here, same time, same channel. And until tomorrow, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.